Well, hello, welcome back to the channel. You join me here today on a glorious day. It is the end of April and spring has finally arrived and it's brought the sunshine. Today I'm heading up to Stac Gorm, where I've been here before. If you've watched the climb, you'll know I've been here before, so apologies for the camera. I'm trying to navigate the bogs and film at the same time, but it's really warm day and I'm sweating already. You don't need to know that, but anyway, if I learned anything from my videos, I need to do slower pans, but it's just a glorious day here in the Highlands. And I may be biased, but I think we have the best scenery anywhere in the world, certainly. I'm going to focus on getting up the hill now. I'll stop later on and give you an update on where things are in the life of Rob Hubbard. As I say, what a glorious day it is. Oh. This is near Farr, which is not too far away from Inverness, but this is where I like it here. I really do. And here's a big boulder. I'm sure it has history, a connection, spiritual and otherwise, but don't ask me to tell you what it is because I don't know. Wish I could stay here and enjoy the view, but I must march on. The hill's not going to climb itself, but because it's so warm, I'm going to actually put on, and this might sound stupid, but I'm actually going to put on my long sleeve because I don't want to get my arms burnt. So I want to strip off and put that on then. Oh, it's days like these you appreciate life, I think. Well, I think I'm about 3/4 of the way up. It's warm, so my fluid intake is increasing, and yeah, there's not a cloud in the sky. This is like, it's unheard of, but it's fantastic. I wouldn't trade it. There's a tree and there's Loch Ruthven there, so I've got to head up that way somewhere. Why do I have to work? Why can't I do this full time? I would love to be able to hill walk full time. Let's go over there. See the hills? Hills and moors. Hills, more hills. That's a mast. That's Tom Belgian, I think. I don't know how you say it. I'm sure I climbed up there before. That's it's Ben Wevis now coming into view. And further over there is Stac, which I climbed 2 years ago. That's me nearly at the top. Somewhere up there. Oh, I've said it once, I'll say it 100 times today in this video. It's absolutely scorching. There's not a breath of wind, hardly a breath of wind. And the heat is just something else. It's not what I'm used to in April and in Scotland, to be fair, but it's nearly May, of course, so. Aye, what a view. I can tell from his face, I think I'm already sunburnt, but I can find a slap on the after sun when I get home. But yeah, Stac Gorm. I love this. I love this place, I really do. If I could build a house here, I would. But I think there'd be some rules against that. We pan down. Good, well done, cameraman. That is Loch Ruthven, the RSPB Nature Reserve. Not many birdies out today. They'll be too hot, I think. That's with the temperature today, it makes me want to jump in there and have a good old swim and a cool down. onwards and upwards. Gee whiz, I'm burnt already. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. So the view from the summit is very much similar to the views from from down the way. Oh, here's a wee butterfly. He's saying, "Well done, Robert, for climbing all that way. Well done, pal. Thank you, butterfly." Yeah, you can see for miles and miles and miles. A farm down there. I know we've got a Farr over that way. Across over those hills, that's my wind farm, I believe. Over the hills, that's the A9. Heading this way towards Inverness. You can't quite see Inverness, but trust me, it is over that way. As I say, Stac over there. Wow. Thank you very much for those who've watched this video, those who stayed with this channel through the highs and the lows. I did promise I would keep you informed of what's happening with me at the moment, so I can't remember what I've told you already, but basically since my separation and divorce I haven't been looking after myself, let's put it that way. I did lose a bit of weight, but I put some of it back on, so I thought I would use alcohol to get me to feel better, to numb the senses and to help me forget. And sure, it helps me forget for a few hours, but then the morning after is a bit sketchy like, but you know, it's tough. But then coming out and doing these walks, it just makes me forget. This is definitely one of my favourite places in the world. I'll be back here again for sure. So timing wise, I left the car park about 4 o'clock and it's just after 5, so I did stop for quite a bit. So a normal able-bodied person would be able to climb up here in 25 minutes, I reckon. But me, it took maybe a bit longer. But yeah, as I say, thanks again though for watching the channel. Please like, subscribe, because it doesn't cost anything to subscribe to the channel. I'm not after 1 million subscribers. I'm not ridiculous. I don't think I'm going to get that far. I'll be lucky to get 100 subscribers, but yeah. If you're watching this, please give a like, subscribe. Also, give me some positive feedback or negative feedback, but not too negative. You know, if there's something you want to see better off, you want me to use a microphone or speak less or speak more or see more scenery or see more butterflies. Oh, there's a midgie. Are you seeing the midgies? Nah, maybe the camera's not good enough. As I said before in the previous video down at Abriakin, people do struggle. You know, that's part of life, unfortunately. And if you are struggling and you don't know, you don't have anybody you want to reach out to, or you feel you can't reach out to, I tell you what, you can reach out to me. Honestly, do it, please. I would welcome it. You know, and it's not about being nosy and finding out your problems. It's just I've been through some stuff and I want to help others who have been through similar things. It's an old cliche, but a problem shared is a problem halved. You need to lift the burden sometimes, you know. You need to cry sometimes as well. It's alright to cry. I was listening to country tunes on the way up the hill, the hike, and yeah, it just made me nostalgic about people I've loved and lost, and yeah, it's just past relationships haven't worked out and things. And I think country music for me is a healer. I think the irony is when I started this video I was wearing a heavy metal top. Take care. Thank you for watching, guys. See you at the next one.